Replikanten sind wie jede andere Maschine. Sie sind entweder von Nutzen oder eine Gefahr. Wenn sie von Nutzen sind, ist das nicht mal ein Problem.
It was kind of difficult. I mean, it's interesting to talk about a movie that you really haven't seen that much of, but it's
no, it's very difficult. It's like I wish you guys had seen it. It's sad because honestly, I know that the journalist in this room would probably keep the secret. Okay, it's just that it takes one. And it spoiled the pleasure of everybody. And it happened in the past, and the studio are...
Yeah, but you know what? There are good examples as well. Remember The Sixth Sense? Yeah. No one spoke about, who Bruce Willis' character was. But let's talk about Blade.
But today there's like a hunger amongst bloggers to be the first one who will reveal everything. And it creates that, it's like that kind of level of secrecy where the studios are protecting the bubble of the movie as much as possible. That's life.
But the interesting question that springs to mind is, how did you protect this movie? How did you make it your own? Because there's so much praise from everyone who has worked with you. How did you actually create it and say, okay, this is not the follow-up, but this is a Denis Villeneuve movie that I'm making?
But the thing is that it's right at the beginning. Before I said yes, I had to make peace with the fact that the chances of success were almost none, and that no matter how good the movie will be, it will be necessarily compared to a masterpiece, a movie we all deeply loved, and that there will probably be no reward at the end doing this. I will need to do this without expectation. I will need to do this with just the pure joy of filmmaking, just a pure artistic gesture without expecting nothing. Like if I was doing the movie for myself alone and that nobody will see it. That was the only way to do it. And once I made that decision and I wanted in peace with that, then I had a fantastic freedom. And then I was able with Roger Deakins and all my collaborators to create the world I wanted to do.
It's interesting because, I mean, taking the pressure away, but on the other hand, you had a palette of colors that is amazing. Just looking at the cast, for example, Harrison Ford, Ryan Gosling, Jared, then Robin Wright. How did you bring all these people together? Was it easy because you just waved with Blade Runner 2049? Or did
honestly, the truth is that everybody wanted to be part of the movie. The people were there. I think that in the cinema world, most of the filmmakers, including the artists and the art actors, everybody were inspired or loved the first movie so much. It's all part of our cinema education, and it's all part of and it's a movie that inspired so much people that it was like had a lot of people approach me. It's very kindly and to if they could be part of it, but I had specific dreams, and I had the chance also to make casting everywhere, in Europe, in Asia, in South America. So I had the chance to find young actors that I needed to be part of the movie. But it wasn't difficult, honestly. The screenplay was very strong too. That's the first thing I must say. I must give back to Caesar what belongs to Caesar. Screenplay was strong, so actors, seeing the words and the potential of making a good movie, they came on board quite easily, I must say.
After having the right script and finding the freedom or the creative freedom within you, did you want to get the blessing of Ridley Scott as well? Because I read this really interesting meeting that he had on set, that he was standing behind you during one scene and you were talking to him about, I can't really...
It's Ridley Scott universe. He is the author of the first movie, and it is his world. And in order to have I needed the permission. I needed him to give me the key of the house. You know, I needed and I needed to hear it from him. And he gave it to me, and he was very generous with me, and he gave me also total freedom, which was necessary in order to be able to do this movie. Yeah. Total freedom.